Question. Is it true that Filipinos are submissive or more submissive than others? Back in a moment.
You're right to like the Philippine Slow Train Nation, Bobby, and listen.
Join Nation and Group.
Hello, my friends. This is BobbieD coming to you live from Talambon, Cebu, Philippines. Have an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. The question today is submissiveness. Submissive. Yeah. You want your lady to do what you say, when you say, how you say. Well, do it, lady. I'm the man. I'm the one. Yeah, you want a submissive woman. I know you. We're going to look at today. The question is 4 surprising facts. False surprising facts about submissiveness of Filipino. In the Philippines, 4 surprising facts we want to look at today about submissiveness in the Philippines. Yeah, what a joy, such a joy to come back to get my friends. And I want to say, those here for the first time, if you would please click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can continue seeing fresh new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. We're going to talk about submissiveness, man. Isn't that what Filipinos are noted for? Their humble submissiveness. Isn't that correct? Just give me a minute. I got to check my monitor to make sure everything's okie doke. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything's right, tight, long, strong. That's what I got to do. Give me a minute. Okay. Looks like it's good. Looks like the volume's good. Everything. Okay. So what we'll talk about today is how many people interpret the lovely Filipina as though they are submissive. So today I'm going to talk to you about 4 surprising facts. Okay. Yeah, I got 4 for you. And I'm out. Okay. We don't be long. We're not going to be long today. 4. Okay. Now we're going straight to the point. I'm not beating around the bush. I told y'all, starting a new leaf on this train. I don't beat around the bush no more. I get straight to it. Number 4. Number 1. Oh, get ready to go. Number thumbnail for the day. No hocus pocus, just thumbnail. Let's go. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna talk about submissive Filipinos. Don't all of those Filipinos look submissive to you? Don't they? They look like you to me. Yeah, they look like they're submissive to me. They got nice smiles. Yeah, they like, okay, sir. Anything you say, sir. Yes, sir. Doesn't that look like to you? Beautiful personalities. Yeah. Didn't it look like somebody would be very, very submissive to you? Don't let the hype fool you, my brother. Do not let the hype fool you, mister. It's all the whole purpose today. I'm going to break up some myths. Some of you guys got some misconceptions, misperceptions, unrealities about the Filipino. You thinking, man, I'm going to Philippine, man. I'm gonna give me a woman. They know how to treat a man. They don't cuss you out. They do whatever you say. Not. Oh Lord, I got some teaching to do today. Lord, I done burst your boat already. All right, let's go. I ain't playing with y'all. Let's go. So we got one for the no hocus pocus, just get focus for the day. I fought for you, man. I got fouled. Number 1, what's happening? We'll take a look at hold on. I got this out there. Yeah, here we go. What's happening in submission? What's having a submissive woman mean? Okay, what does it mean? First of all, we're gonna look at that. What does it mean? Everybody has a different conception, a different connotation in their minds of what a submissive woman is. Not to mention a submissive Filipino. Before I started dating, I was looking for somebody that's know how to treat a man. It didn't have to be submissive, but I know a lot of you guys want submissive. And in your mind, submissive is do what I say, do. Go fix my foe. Get in the bedroom. That's a lot of you guys, that's your idea of submission. Submissive. But to me, I was never that kind of guy. I always worked together with my lady. All I wanted when I got divorced, man, all I wanted when I started back looking, it took me a year before I got back on the track looking for a woman. All I wanted was a woman that didn't have a nasty, stinking, rotten attitude and trying to tell me what to do all the time. That's all I wanted. Somebody like that I could get along with. Okay, that's all I wanted. She didn't have to be submissive because I know I got sense. I know that it takes two to tango, and you got to work things out. So, I want her to know that I'm in charge. But everything I say, you don't got to jump when I say jump, because we are two individuals. And I have to accept you the way you are, just the way you are. I got to accept you as you are. And you got to do the same for me. That's my connotation. That was my concept. But a lot of you guys don't have that. You're like, you better do what I say, dude. I'm going to kick you to the street. I'm going to put you out. Get you somebody else. You're replaceable. You know that? As a diamond, Philippines are diamond. That's how you talk. And that's your idea of submissiveness. You're the king. You up here. And she down there. I wasn't going to say queen, because you don't treat her like a queen, do you, man? You treat her like a pauper, a pawn, puppet on a string, so you can manipulate her. Come on, man. Let's be real. Can we talk some real talk today? I'm gonna get in your little cubby hole today, and then I'm gonna dig it out, and I'm gonna show you how crazy you are. Think you're gonna make somebody do everything you say, like you God and she nothing. Get out your mind with that. Get out your mind, man. Submissiveness is not what you think it is. Some of you meat toes, I got a lot of meat toes watch me. You know why they watch me? So they can figure out how to get around the stuff I say about the women to do the men. They want to figure, okay, this is what he said, I'm gonna do this. They want to dominate. That's all they want to do. I'm the man. You go in the bed and do what I tell you, cook my food. That's it. Bring me a beer. Meat toes, wake up. All right, let's go. So we got 4 for you, man. 4. Okay. Number 1, what's being submissive? Number 2, Filipinos are brought up to take good care of a man. Yeah, older generation. Number 3, submissive Filipina is not a doormat. You better get that, mister. Mister, you better get that, mister. Not a doormat. I know y'all think y'all gonna walk all over. I'm the one. I got the money. She ain't got nothing. She ain't got nothing. She better do what I say. I'm gonna put out. Oh, come on, man, get that stuff out your mind. Don't assume all Filipinos are submissive. Some of them not. We're gonna talk about it today. Quote for today. So here's a question: is it true that the Filipino submissive or more submissive than other women? The naked reality, ladies and gentlemen, is that many men from all over the world believe that finding a woman in his own country who doesn't want to boss him is becoming a dang near impossibility to find. So what's a person to do? We're going to tell you. Got to do the right thing, baby. Yeah, your mama taught you right from wrong, didn't she? Unless you had a gangster mom. Some of y'all had them gangster mom. Come here. Yes, ma'am. What you let me for, mom? Because I felt like I'm the king. I'm the queen in this house. Some of y'all had that. I never had that, man. But my mama was very loving, caring, sharing. But she was a disciplinarian. She didn't beat me. She taught me by words of mouth. And she didn't have to beat me because her words beat me up. And I was the kind of kid that you said something wrong and I knew I was wrong. I'd be like, oh man, I messed up, man. And I'd feel sorry and I would change. But some of y'all were just hard-headed. You needed the whooping. Let's go. So number 1, what's number 1? Number 1 is this. What's having a submissive woman mean? Okay. And I told you earlier that some of us have different notions about it in our mind. Number 1, a submissive woman in Philippine, some people believe that they bow their head to every command. That's what a lot of you believe. When I tell her to bow her head, she better bow. When I tell her to drop to her knees, she better drop. That's how many of you believe that a submissive woman should be, not only in the Philippines, but in the United States, everywhere you go. That's just how men are. Some of men are. We just want the women to bow down. We just want the woman to obey at any cost. Every time I say something, you better jump. That's how we do. But listen, man, let me tell you something. If you got that idea of submissiveness in your mind about a woman, you did wrong. Okay, straighten it up. Because that's why you ain't got nobody right now. You treating them like dirt. You treating them like dog. Because you a man and she a woman. In your mind, woman got to be submissive and do everything you say, or suffer the consequences of your right hand of fellowship. Stop that foolishness. This is 2022. You know what to do. Huh? You saw your daddy do it? Okay, yeah. Okay. That justifies your actions? No way, Jose. Stop being foolish. Straighten your behind up. I didn't say the other word. Straighten your behind up. Get your mind right. Then maybe, just maybe, someday you'll be able to keep a woman and treat her right, and she'll treat you right. Okay? Submissiveness is not domination. Get that in your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Submissiveness and not to beat down. Every time I say I'm gonna beat you, and you don't do what I say. Yeah, you don't have my food ready when I come home. I'm gonna beat your behind. That's not submissiveness. And she goes, oh, my husband coming home. I gotta get. That's you know what that is? That's a slave master relationship. You the master, and she the slave. Who want to live like that? Huh? Do you want to? Let's continue. Number one. Number one, some of us believe that the women shouldn't have a voice. You do what I say. You do what I say. You do what I say. Don't say nothing to me. You don't talk to me. I tell you. You don't tell me. Yeah. Some of them believe that you want them to be their sex machine. Get in the bedroom. Get in the bed. Take everything. Pull them drawers on. Sound familiar? That's some of y'all favorite word. Pull them drawers off. Take them off. Get in the bedroom. Who does that nowadays? I mean, that might have been in the 20s and 1900s, but 2022, pull them drawers off. What is your problem, mister? That's not submissiveness. That's sexual exploitation. Mm-hmm. You get a Filipino to sexually exploit them. That's why they have so many laws nowadays. When you come to get a Filipino, you want to marry, you got to take counseling. They got to explain to Filipino what you should do, what you should not do. So, because many of them don't understand. They come from these small places in the province. They just think they're supposed to do everything. Man, say, oh, you're going to kick me out. Yeah, come on, man. Let's grow up. Let's be men. Submissiveness is not sexual exploitation of any Filipino or any woman, for that matter, in the whole wide world. Okay, get that, ladies and gentlemen, especially you MGTOW. I told you I got a lot of MGTOW watch me. All right. So, and then some of us think that, person for you to pay, do payback on, unload your baggage from the past. Yeah, my ex-wife, she didn't cook my dinner on time, and I put up with it. I ain't putting up with that with you. Fix my dinner, I'm gonna push you. I know that's all me. And all the stuff your ex did, your ex-girlfriend, your ex-fiance, your ex-wife did, you taking that heavy bag and heavy load and you put it on your person, that the Filipino that's supposed to be submissive to you, or that woman you chose. Okay, come on, man. Let's grow up. Let's be men. Stop being boys. Okay, boys do that kind of stuff because they don't understand. They got no sense. Yeah, they got no maturity. A man, a real man, is a leader. Okay, he don't beat people to comply to his desires and wishes. You know what he does? He uses his mouth. He talks. He uses ears. He listens. And he uses his eyes. He sees. And then he uses the mind to think. Okay, what's wrong with her? I'm thinking. Eyes, seeing. She ain't right. What's wrong with my lady? He said, how you doing, baby? Talk, mouth. Listen. I don't feel so good. Listen. That's how you do. And then you make a formulation. Okay, your job is to help her, not hurt her. What can I do to help my lady, man? Something ain't right. And you investigate, you question, you console, you comfort, till you come to a decision on what can you do to get out of this. That's what a loving, caring, sharing couple should do. And it's nothing to do about being submissive. Okay? Now, I understand. Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're going to slap me over the head with the Bible. The Bible say, the Bible say, the Bible. Yeah, I know what the Bible say. Yeah, I'm a scholar of the Bible, baby. I can quote you whatever you want me to quote you. But I know what life is saying, too. The Bible don't want nobody to be treated like dirt. God is love. He ain't dirt. God is love. He's a gentleman. He's a real man, He's a God man. He was a man on this earth, and Jesus, he died, suffered, and bled. Yeah, God is love. L to the O to V-E. Eat, baby. Get that. You know, what would Jesus do with a woman? Would he beat her? Would he slap her? Huh? Would he cheat on her? What would Jesus do? That's what you need to ask yourself when you talk about you want to cheat her. She better be right, or she gonna kick her out. No, I'm put out. Come on, man. You're using your leverage over another individual to take advantage of them. That is wrong, and it cannot be right. There's a right way to do things, and then there's a wrong way. Okay. If you're a gangster, you want to do it the wrong way because that's all you like. Gangster wrong. If you're a gentleman, a real man, you want to do it the right way, the tight way, the long way, the strong. That way you can guarantee you're going to have somebody in your house with you. You're going to have somebody in your bed with you. You're going to have somebody trying to take care of you. You're going to have somebody try to love you, and you're going to love them. That's the way you treat a woman, Filipina, or doesn't matter what kind of Ina, Pina, Wiener. I don't care. If she's a female, you treat her right with respect and dignity and decency. Don't put her up like she a spectacle. You want a trophy, right? Hey, this is my lady right here. I want you with some type. And then I want them to see your boob. I want some. Oh my God. Some of you do that. You put your lady on display. How vulgar is that? How indecent is that? She's supposed to be for you, but you displaying all her. You want her to look good so you can impress your boys. You feel look good. I want you to put that red dress on, the tight one. You know what I'm saying? Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. That's not the way. Okay, let's go. So and then don't assume that. Don't assume. Okay, I'm sorry. Last one. You're already misled. Okay, you're clearly misled. Some of you are misled about submissiveness. You need to know submissiveness is not a license for you to treat someone like a slave. Okay. It is not a license for you to sexually traffic an individual. It is not a license for you to treat them like a slut. It is not a license for you to treat them like a heifer. It is not a license for you to treat them like a whore. It is not and I could go right on down the list because that's what some of you do, your old lady, because you believe that's what they're supposed to be. Bow down. Do everything I tell you. Don't even look at another. If you got catch you looking at somebody else. Sound familiar, mister? Yeah, you black man. You brown man. You okay? Stop it right there, mister. Submissiveness is not a license to treat a woman as a slave, nor a Filipina as a slave. Okay? That's the number one reason why you looking in the Philippines for a woman right now, because you tried it in the USA and it didn't work out too well for you, did it? How'd that work out for you? Huh? Not too well. I know. Because women in the United States ain't playing that game. You said that's the problem, Bobby. I gotta find me somebody. These women, they just believe in that women live stuff. They just feminists. I don't want that no more. Okay, all right. Maybe they do believe in that. But all the feminist stuff is not right, not wrong rather. Just some of the feminist stuff is right. Number one, women should be paid equally as men. Or if they're doing the same job, they have the same qualification. They should be. That's feminist ideology. I agree with that, and you should too. Equal pay. You know, women should have the right to all of those things. Everything about feminism is not wrong. There are some things that I totally disagree with, but some of the things are right. So don't come here and say, well, I don't need no feminist. Nah, nah, nah. And then that give you the license to treat your Philippine like a slave, like a sex machine, like a sex toy. Do this. I want this to do. Yeah, no, don't do that way. I know all the dirty little stuff you got in your mind because you got some money and you want to control her. And you want to say you be the. That's what the Bible said. You justify your action by the Bible said. The Bible said. The Bible said you're supposed to love your brother and your sister as you. You know, you're supposed to love. You're supposed to love. That's what the Bible said. What about that? You forgot that part. And let's go. So yeah. So you gotta understand what submissiveness is. True submissiveness means you have the freedom to allow yourself to be ruled or led. Okay, not ruled, governed or led by another individual who is, you believe, has your best interest in mind. That's what's true submissive. And also true submissive means that that individual that's going to lead you, sometimes that you will lead them in certain areas. That's true submissive. It's a two-way street. And many of y'all don't get that. That's why you all messed up right now, trying to find a submissive Filipina, because you couldn't find that in the USA. And the reason why you couldn't find that in the USA, because your mind ain't right. You got the wrong Good morning, brother. I just had to drop Lisa D. That's why I'm started late today, y'all. I had to drop Lisa D off. She had a doctor appointment. I had to drop her out and mess me up. I just got back in, and she took a trike back home. All right. So yeah, get your mind right. Now, number two, don't know what to do. Filipinos are brought up to take good care of men. And this is the older generation now. Let me give you the ideal of the older generation Filipinos. When you're talking about submissiveness for a Filipino, many of them, okay, and this is the older, not the new generation, but the older generation past, they are brought up to take care of a man, everything about that man. Wash their clothes, cook their food, clean their house, have their children, everything. Okay, the man was the center of their universe. And not necessarily the man, ladies and gentlemen, but the family. Their job was to take care of the family, focus on the family. That's what the older submissive Filipina ideal life, purpose in life was, to what? Focus on the family. I want to take care of my husband. I want to take care of my children. And if anything wrong, they feel bad. That's the older generation. Nowadays, we're going to talk about it later, but it's a little bit different, okay? So now you'll find that, ladies and gentlemen, you'll find that in the province a lot of times. Many times you look for a woman and you want to be real submissive and demure, you'll find some of those still out, the young girls, some of the young girls like that, but most of the young girls nowadays not like that in the Philippines. Okay, so get your mind right. Okay, let me see if I read this. Yeah, I read that right. All right, so but yeah, you got to get your mind right, man. When a man truly loves a woman, this is back to number one. Point number one. When a man truly loves, I forgot to read this. When a man truly loves a woman, she becomes his weakness. Okay? That's what she becomes, his weakness. When a woman truly loves a man, he becomes her strength. Okay? Lisa D, I love her, man. She's my weakness. I always tell her, your sweetness, baby, is my weakness. And I mean that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I love her that much. And because she's so sweet to me. She's so good to me, man. And I'm addicted to her sweetness. You should be too, to your lady. Okay? But yeah, and I'm her strength. She looks to me for strength. She looks to me for leadership. She looks to me for guidance. She looks to me for assistance. And so is she submissive to me? Yes. Am I submissive to her as well? Yes. It depends on the situation. So there's I told you earlier, everything in life, when you come to couples, it's a two-way street. It's go both ways. Understand me now. I don't need you going out here beating your woman because you said she didn't cook your dinner on time. And she not submit. She said, I'm never going to cook for you no more because you beat me. Yeah, she ain't got no right to submit to you when you're beating her like a dog. Oh, man, it's sad that I got to talk to you guys, some of you guys in these terms. But that's how some of you thinking. Especially Mr. Meek Tuck. Yeah, men going their own way. Meek Tuck men, you know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of other groups. I can't even remember the names. There's a bunch of them like that, and it gets even worse. They think nothing of women. Women are not, just have my baby, get in the bedroom, cook my food, clean if I come on my house and clean, that's how they think. That's how they think. They don't want no woman. The woman is only good for a few things. That's it. Other than that, they could kill us. I'm not that kind of man. I'll never be that kind of man. I had too many good women in my life that raised me to treat a woman like that. I got daughters. I got four girls. And I would never want to see them treated that way. I didn't even raise them like that. I raised them to make a man respect you. Okay? So I'm telling you, man, you got that idea in your mind about submissive to a Filipino. They got to do everything you say. You better stop that right there, mister. What?
I have to go now.
What happened?
I have to get this love.
Okay, Lizzie, go ahead. Bye bye. She stopped me in the middle. I don't forgot what I was saying now. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful how you think, man. You know, can't treat a woman any kind of way and blaming her. Well, the Bible, the Bible said the woman for to be submissive. Ain't that right, sir? Yeah, Bible talks about submissive, but it's not your kind of submissive. It doesn't talk about making her a slave, your sex slave, your sex toy, your sex machine. Want to be on the scene like a sex machine? Remember James Brown? Stop that, mister. I forgot where I was, man. You see them mess me. Okay, so number two. Okay, number two. Make sure you get your idea of what's submissive. The Philippines are brought up. Okay, I read that. Mothers teach their daughters how to be good wives, good housemakers, good homemakers, good parents to their children, good mothers to their children. All of that. That's some of that's going on today, but mostly you'll find that at the past. A lot of Filipinos today don't even know how to cook. I mean, I'm sleeping on the job. They ain't doing the stuff they used to do that we did for them. A lot of them don't know how to clean, you know, and much less keep wash your clothes. They don't. I don't wash no clothes. You ever find a Philippine? I met a Philippine. I take it to the cleaners, but no. But if you find a good one, they have some submissive and some ways and personalities that are conducive to your liking better than the Western woman. The Western woman, let's compare this. A Western woman would tell you most of them is more domineering. They want to dominate the man, and that's why a lot of you want to come to the Philippines or Eastern countries to find Asian countries to find a woman that's less domineering and more submissive. That's what your main goal is. But I'm gonna tell you that that's your main goal, mister. You are misled and you're being deceived because a lot of Filipinos are not submissive today. Back in the day, as I told you, many of them were. Okay. They would do anything you say back in the day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Because they were raised to take care of the husband, do what he say, keep your house clean, keep your children. And if he beat you for a reason. It's allowed. They don't do that nowadays. You beat a woman nowadays in the Philippines, they're gonna call 911. One of y'all going downtown. More likely it's gonna be you, mister. Keep your hands off them nowadays, okay? That submissiveness is something that it is a myth to a certain degree. Okay, it is a myth to a certain degree. And you say, well, but it is a myth in the Philippines to somewhat. I told you, you will find submissive Filipinos more often than not in the province areas to some degree. And there's some in the province. They don't know even know how to spell submissive because they're gonna do what the heck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. But it's based on the individual. Okay, it's based on the individual. For you to say that all Eastern women or all Filipinas are submissive, that is totally false. And you need to stop thinking like that. It's based on each individual, how they were raised, their morals, their values, and their standards. Get that in your mind, and then you might be liberated from the faulty logic of thinking all Filipinas are submissive. I never thought like that. I only wanted a good woman. Submissiveness never came into play with me. I wanted a woman that wasn't uh, overbearing, domineering. I wanted a woman that's loving, sharing, caring, because I had the opposite in the United States. Now, is that to say that all women in the United States are domineering, overbearing, non-caring? No, not really. Not all of them. It's based on the individual. There's a lot of sweet Black women in the United States. Sweet, caring, sharing, loving, giving. Okay, Caucasian, brown skin. Oh, just a lot. But you got to. Hey, bye-bye, my dear. Love
What's
you.
up?
Your sweetness is my weakness. Don't forget that, Lisa. Okay? Okay. But yeah, bye-bye, Liz. Hey, I see you. I see you a little bit. Okay. Bye. But yeah, don't make that mistake. Yeah, Filipinas. I mean, submissiveness is a concept that's relatable and it's changeable. It's based on how you understand. So there's a lot of loving, caring, sharing women. Don't make that mistake. All women are like that in the United States. All women are like that in the West. No, not all. Now, granted, with women's liberation, there is a fair share of them that are like that. Okay. Then it's caused by the feminist movement and women's liberation. Now, am I with the feminist movement and women? No, I just told you a moment ago. A lot of stuff I don't agree with. There's some things I am with. Yeah. So that's the kind of person I am. I'm not all the way on the right of anything. I'm not all the way on the left of anything. Some things on like Republican, Democrat. Some of the things that the Republicans believe in, I believe in. Yeah. You know, but I'm still a Democrat. So I always do. My model is this: go for what's right in the situation. What is right about this? That's what you look at. And that's how I was raised. Do right from wrong. Okay. So that's how I look at it. All right. So I forgot what word. At least you didn't mess me up. Okay. Who's on number two? Number two. Yeah. They was raised to cook, clean, all like that, take pride in the kids and their man, and they like to flow with the family duties. That's how the old women Filipinas were. You know? And they don't argue with the men. Okay. That's how the old Filipinos were. That's the old style. The new generation is totally different. And you'll find that out. If you come in there thinking that everybody going to bow down to you when you say bow down, you might find something to do that. And if they do that for one reason, to get your monte. They'll bow down and you say get in the bed, they get in the bed because they know you paying everything. You paying the money. That's when they're going to be submissive. Most of them, because they know you paying. You missed the big stuff. You got the monte. That's the only reason they're doing it. And because they want to. Huh? So if you coming out here thinking that a Filipino gonna do everything you say, when you say, why you say, how you say, and they're gonna look up to you, forget that. I just told you that is the old generation, how they was raised. Okay. So that's not no longer the case. You remember this? Remember this? Y'all remember this? Remember this song right here? When a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing else. He trade the world with a good thing he's found. Yeah, that's where you need to be. Love a woman to her bone. That's that old Percy Sledge song. Y'all ain't know nothing about that. You're too young. That's your mom. That's your dad. That's your granddad. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you love a woman. Love her to the bone. Okay? Can't keep your mind on nothing else. Trade the world for her. That's the how I love Lisa D. I got that old man love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got that old man love. I do whatever I can for her. Within reason. I ain't gonna do nothing crazy now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how you love your woman. That's a missing if ain't got nothing to do with that. What is it? Did the person they say anything about being submissive to the woman in that song? No. Love, man. Love rules the world. And when you get that in your mind, you're gonna find the right one for you. And submissiveness won't even come into the picture. What comes in the picture is, do I love you? Do you love me? How do I care about you? How do you care about how we treat each other? That is the overriding concept. That is the overriding principle that you need to focus on when you're dealing with trying to find a woman in the Philippines. Okay? Well, you know about these people in the United States, they ain't submissive. I need me submissive woman. You're going to look all over the world. It's going to be hard to find one. And if you find a submissive woman, most of the time they be that way to get your money. And when they got your money, when your back turned, they gone with everything you got. That's what they do nowadays. All right, let's go. Number three, let's go. Submissive Filipina is not a doormat nowadays, okay? This is a modern generation. They just don't bow down and do everything you say. You think I'm playing with you, especially if you go to Manila. You think they're going to bow down to you? No, they're going to say, sir, how are you? And you don't talk like this. And they expect you to talk the same way. They don't want to jump when you're going to say jump. The only time they're going to do that, again, is if it's scammer, jammer, flim flammer, want your monte, hante. Then you'll find all kinds of submissiveness. But most Filipinas, more so than submissive, if they're real, they're a little bit of feisty. They have feistiness in them. What do I mean feisty? In other words, they're not going to take everything you say. And you can't just talk to them any kind of way. They will go into tempo on you. Okay. That's the way they get you back. They're not gonna cuss you out. They just gonna shut up. Okay, that's how they do. Most of them have that feistiness or temper ability. Okay, and so you might as well get up, learn how to deal with it. Because any Filipino you find gonna be Miss Tampo Queen for a minute. Okay, when you hit that wrong, when you say that wrong thing about their family, you say something wrong about her and it hurts her a certain way, Tampo, she gonna shut down on you. No more love making in this kitchen. You can forget that, mister. All right. But yeah, let's get back to this. I'm be finishing, man. Yeah, most of the modern Filipinos now, they're not a doormat. They do what they want to do and they expect you to help them doing what they want to do. They're gonna help you. They're still the role of the family. They view their role as a family member, as a team member. Okay. And they view their roles as a specific linear type of role. My job is to cook, clean, have children, take care of children. We got children, and that's my job. That they want you to do what? Take care of them. They want you to take care of them, and in return, they will take care of you. Now, submissiveness doesn't necessarily have to enter into that equation. If you're taking care of somebody, that means there's a certain amount of submissiveness because you're gonna do what it needs to be taken care of. Okay. Don't my point is that don't focus on you want somebody submissive. Okay. That should not be your overriding focus nor or overriding factor in determining if the woman in the Philippines is good for you or not. Okay. Your overriding factor should be how she treats you, how she speaks, how she treats others, how she treats her family members, what type of person is she nasty, is she clean, does she cruel? All of those things you should look at. Submissiveness should not be in your vocabulary, okay? Because it's not really a good factor to base your relationship with a woman in the Philippines on. But a lot of you guys, I need somebody submissive, man. Because you're carrying baggage from the prior relationship when you had a domineering, overbearing woman. And not all women are like that in the West. Some are. I had one, so I know some are. I know they are. That's why I'm trying to find something different. But submissiveness wasn't my overriding factor when I looked for one. So I'm telling you, if you look for that submissive queen out there, that submissive Filipina, you might get one. But when you get somebody submissive, their mind ain't right. They can't think. A real woman knows how to think. A real woman is smart. A real woman is sharp. A real woman knows how to delineate right from wrong and to help without you saying nothing. They know what to do. A submissive woman, they won't do nothing unless you say do it. Is that really what you want, mister? Let's go. That's how they do nowadays. No attempt to dominate. They don't want to dominate you. They don't want you to dominate them. Okay. One of the things you want to look at, though, one of the things in the Philippine culture is called matriarch. Remember back in the days, in the tribal days of the Philippines, they were matriarchal in perspective. That means that the woman handled most of the business in the household. Now, because of that, there's a certain amount of people where the mother or the female in the house, she takes care of all the business. The man just go out there and bring home the bacon, bring the money, here you go. And she give them enough to go back and forth to work, eat on, get lunch, whatever. That's it. She handled, So to a large extent, many Filipinos still operate on that principle. I got people in our subdivision right now. The guy goes to work, the lady stays home, but she like, come here with my money. So same thing in the USA. You gotta understand. This is a small world, man. There's a lot of women out here doing that right now. You might hook up with one. When you get married to her, if you get married, let's say you're going to get married. There's a principle. I don't know if I got it here or not. When you get married, I don't forgot the name of the thing, but there's a little a device that they give you during the wedding ceremony. It has it's a metal cage, and in that cage are tokens, money, coins. That is to symbolize that you are going to bring your money home to the wife. I did it. I got one upstairs. I don't want to go upstairs and get it, but at least they keep that on. She keep that on the desk, and you'll find that. That's a lot of Filipinos think. You're supposed to bring it, and that's part of the marriage ceremony. You give that to her, and that's a token that you're supposed to bring the breaking home, and she's going to take care of it. I'm telling you, man, the overriding factor in the Filipinos' mind is not submissiveness, is can you take care of me? How well can you take care of me? Because they want to be taken care of. And if you take care of them, they're going to take care of you. So get that submissive concept out your mind. Okay. There are some matriarchs here still right now running the household. Okay. All right. So aim is to keep the family intact at all costs. That's what the aim is for the modern day Filipino. They still dedicated to family, but they're not going to do everything you say. If it's not right, if it's right, they'll do it. But if not, no. But back in the day, the old submissive Filipino would do whether you say right or wrong. It's a difference now. Okay. No woman wants to be in submission to a man who isn't in submission to God. You get that, gentlemen? You are an ungodly man. You have no belief in the Lord. You don't love the Lord. You love gambling. You love liquor. You love women, sexual women, You ain't care nothing about her. And you're going to tell her what to do. She's not going to be submissive to you. She'll be trying to find a way to get rid of you or get out from under you. When you're submissive to God, then you can be submissive to a woman will be submissive to you because she sees you bowing down to him. She sees you praying to him. She sees that you are trying to follow his word. That's what a woman looks at. And when she sees that you're submitting yourself to the Most High God, she has no choice, if she's a godly woman, but to submit to you if you're right. Okay? That's when we out, man. We out. Don't assume all Filipinos are submissive. I told you that before. Don't do that. Because if you do, you're making a big, huge mistake. Some are, some are not. I told you about the providence women. A lot of them are. I got me a providence women. And Lisa D, I love her. I love her to the nth degree. She is, on some areas, she's very, very submissive. Okay, in some areas. Okay, because she was raised in the Proverbs. And the mother taught her this, taught her that. But in other areas, totally not. Totally not submissive. So it depends on the person, man. And she was raised in the province. Most province women's mother, they teach them how to cook. Her mother didn't teach her how to cook a lick. Think of playing with you. I had to teach her. And she told me that from up front. She said, my mother never taught me how to cook. See, I watched her sometimes, but that wasn't her thing. Her mother didn't cook that well because her mother didn't teach her. They just cooked, stuff to eat. So she said, if we get hooked up, you get married, you got to teach me, and then I can teach me how to cook for you, and I will cook for you. And that's what I did. I taught her how to cook, my wife. And then she taught her how to cook. She learned herself how to cook Filipino stuff. So I'm telling you, man, it depends. You're making a foolish decision if you think that all women are Filipina and that are submissive. It's not the way it is. To be honest with you, submissiveness is a misleading term in a lot of different. It's a different term in a lot of definition in a lot of people's minds. And if you want to be honest about it, the Filipina is pretty much the same way the women in the USA are, with one exception, that they're more family oriented. Okay, they're willing to do more to keep the family together than the USA. You know why? Because the USA, we believe in what? Divorce. Out here, there is no divorce. So you have to put up with more. You have to deal with more because there's no way out in their minds. In the good Filipina's mind. I ain't talking about the jam and flamma, flim flam, all that. I'm talking about in the good Filipino mind. When you hook up, you book up, you cook up, you shook up. Even if you're not married, if you're just staying together, living together, with your boyfriend and girlfriend, you're living together. That's she's dedicated to you. But in the USA, you say something wrong to them one time, they out. So that's the difference. There's a loyalty factor that's more prevalent in the Philippines versus the United States. Okay, and that prevalence of loyalty is based on the fact that if you're married, there's no divorce. So I got to deal with you. These you tell me all the time. I got no choice. I got to deal with you. When I make a man, I got to deal with you too. But I'm telling you, man, don't get in your head that all Filipinos are submissive, because they're not. Some are, and then the submissiveness is not total. The younger generation, it's not about that. You tell me, we make decisions together. That's how they think. And you can't tell these younger Filipinos, You can't tell them a whole lot. So if you guys come out here and you get you 45 and you get you a Filipino about 20, 22, something like that. Don't think you're going to dominate her. Please don't get that in your mind, mister, because you're going to be sadly mistaken. Unless she's from a real small province town and she was ready to do this. She's very, very demure and she has no knowledge of the outside world and yada, yada, yada. You might, but that's the wrong way to treat her like that. Don't treat her like she's an it or she's an object. She's a person. She's an individual. She's a woman. She has feelings. She has a mind. Okay. And if you book up with her, whether you married, your fiance, boyfriend, girlfriend, she expects you to teach her and train her and lead her in the right way and take care of her. Okay. So do the right thing, man. And get that stuff out your mind about Philippine gonna do what I need me a Philippine submissive, man. You know what I'm saying? The Bible said, and you treat them like dirt based on your silly conception of what the Bible says about submission. Yeah, the Bible says a lot of stuff about submission, but you have to really do a deep study to understand what it's meaning. Okay, it's not she bows down to you everything you say. That's not what it is. It's about love, mutual respect, and mutual love. It's a mutual giving, a mutual sharing, and a coming together with the understanding that the man is the leader. Okay, I'm not saying the slave master. He's not a slave master. He is the leader in the family. Okay, he leads by love. Leadership. When you truly lead somebody in the right way, you lead them with compassion. Okay? What's the compassion about me? What you mean? With love, man. With feeling, with emotions that you want to help that person. That's what a real leader is all about. Yeah. I don't want to lead in my life with no compassion. I don't want to lead in my life that don't care nothing about me and I'm trying to help them. Biden has compassion for us. He's a leader, real true leader in my mind. The other man that was in there, I ain't got to say nothing about that. Y'all know. Okay? So you want a leader that leads in love and has a compassionate heart. And that when you're in your family with your woman, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, fiance, do that. Lead her. Don't cheat on her. Don't beat on her. Don't cuss her out. If something she do you don't like, sit down and talk about it. Like grown and mature adults, loving, caring, sharing adults. And don't try to make her like she's your slave. Everything she do, you do, or you tell her she got to do. Who made you God, mister? She got to do everything you do because you got money and she ain't got nothing. I wouldn't want to be nowhere around you if I was a woman. I said, you better get from me. I'm not the one to mess with, mister. But that's what a lot of you Western guys got in your mind. Submissive. See, I want some submissive. I heard they do everything you say about that. That right? I'm saying, no, I told you that. But y'all came to the right place. For if you want to know about submissive women, don't get it in your mind that every Filipina is submissive, because it's not. Most of them are not. To be honest, nowadays, the older ones who are. If you get an older woman, a lot of times they are. The older Filipino. I'm gonna bring something else. Tomorrow, I'm gonna bring this associated topic with this topic tomorrow that comes from this topic. I'm not tell you what it is, but you're gonna realize that it is very close to what I'm saying, but it's not exactly the same. Okay, we always try to tie on things together. So I got another topic. We close it. That's it, man. That's all I got for you. Let's go real quick review. Quick review. Let me be real quick. Watch this. Number one, we talked about 4 things about surprising facts about submissiveness in Filipinas. Okay, we talked about what submissiveness is. We talked about Filipinos brought up, the old generation was brought up to take good care of humanity with man saying. Then we talked about Filipinos is not a doormat. The modern Filipinos, they don't play that. You do what I say do. You know. And then we talked about don't assume. Last thing, take this away from this. This is the big takeaway. Do not assume, ladies and gentlemen, that all Filipinos are submissive, because they're not. I know that these girls right here you're looking at, They all look like they'll say they'll do everything you say. Yes, sir. I'm here to please you. What do you want? Sure. You okay? Yeah. Don't believe the hype. Okay. Do not believe the hype. Because there's a lot of guys out here on these females tell you, yeah, man, they do anything you say, man. Yeah. Those are skip them flammers, scammer jammers that would do anything for the Monte. You know what I'm saying? You got the Monte, yeah, dude. Did you really want somebody like that? Just want you for the Monte, not for the love? I don't want nobody like that. That's called prostitution. That's called hooker and a hooker. You want a hooker? You can get that easy out here. But you better than that, mister. Get your mind right. Get it out the gutter. You want a good woman. You don't want somebody just loving you because you got the money. Is that if you do, then you just a sex pat. You're not an expat. What you mean sex pat? Yeah. All you want is sex. SEX. So you're coming out here for sexual tourism. Get your jollies on, you go to another country. Get your jollies on, go to another country. If you like that, fine. That's your thing. But it's not mine. I think that a lot of people don't want to do it that way. Do it the right way, the tight way, the long way, and the strong way. Invest in your Filipina. How do you mean invest in her? Yeah, invest in her. Teach her, train her. If she need to go to school for something, send her. If something you can teach her, teach her. I taught Lisa so much. She'll tell you this day, I've taught her more than anybody else in her life. She appreciates it. You know? And she's taught me too. It's not a one-way street. Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa G has taught me how to be a kinder person. She's taught me how to be more patient. Yeah? She's taught me how to relax. When I came here, man, I was like, I had that gotta go attitude, gotta do attitude. I didn't know how to relax. Lisa D taught me. She was patient with me. You know, so many things she's taught me and so many things I've taught her. That's about when you have a loving, caring, sharing relationship. We kid each other a lot. We play each other a lot. I'm mad with her, but it's just, that's the surface stuff. In my heart of hearts, I love her to her bone. She loved me to my bone. That's how we do. All right. That's it, man. That's all I got for you today. We're going to ride this train today real quick. At least you come back. We got some place to go today. We go out the street and we do our thing. I might hang back with you again today. We'll see. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, quick announcement. If you're coming to the Submissive Philippines, you no longer have to wear a mask outdoors. Okay. That requirement was put into the law yesterday by president. Signed into law. Not necessarily Philippines. You no longer have to wear masks outdoors in the Philippines. It was done yesterday. Now there are certain stipulations regarding that. If you're in a crowded area where there's no you cannot social distance, it's a different thing. But for the most part, if you're coming to the Philippines outside wearing the mask, it's no longer a requirement effective immediately. That was passed yesterday. I'm going to do a news story on the Life in the Philippines channel. If you have an opportunity, I haven't done it yet. Do it. Speaking of Life in the Philippines news, if you have an opportunity, check out that channel. I did a story on Alex Eala. She's a female. She just won a Grand Slam at the U.S. Opens, first female Filipina ever, and that was in the juniors, not in this regular one, but the junior tournaments. And you need to check that out. It's a good video. She's a good girl. She did well for this country, and everybody praising her. I did a real good video on that. Check that out, Life Philippines News. Okay. All right, that's all I got for you today. One thing before we start, I always want to do this right quick. I want to give thanks to the people that support this show. Okay. And I got 5 channel members. I'm looking for 15 more before the year's out. Hopefully you'll be one. Channel members pay $79 pesos. That's about $1.57. That's a bronze member. Then the silver member, I think they pay like $5.99. It's like $6. 5.99 pesos. That's like $6 for silver, and then the $25 is for a gold. If you have an idea, if you can do that, sign up to be join and be a membership person on the train. I would appreciate it. If not, you can't do it. I understand it well. But if you like this channel and you want to support us, do that for me. Okay. Watch this real quick. Here we go. And now, BobbieD, this is Life in the Philippines channel. members. Lamonte, John Thomas, put up with me, life in North Carolina, Murphy Hayes, thank you. Thank you so much for my channel members out there. All right, let's go. We got to find out who's rough enough, tough enough, boffed up enough to be the first man in his house. It's football time, man. My Falcons lost the other day, man. I was like so disappointed. 1 point difference. Hopefully they'll do better. I hope your team did better than mine. People get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. You just get down, boy. All you need is love. Who? Say it again. Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. You just get down, boy. Get down, boy. You ready, right train, Bobby Lee? See one nation, I'm going love. When I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot, toot toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot. All aboard, all aboard. Let's ride this train. Y'all ready, man? Come on, man. Come on. Hey, if you're watching this program on a replay, I want you to go down to the comment section and find out what your idea, put down what your idea is of a submissive woman. What she should do, how she should behave, what her personality types. Tell me what, I want to know what you think about that, okay? Let's go. We're going to find out who's rubbing up. I got to find out who that said they're going to beat them. So I need to know, man. Can you tell me, please, who that said they're going to, I need to know who that said it. Who that? I got in the house. Woo. Goldfinger. What's up, Goldfinger? How you doing, my brother? From another mother. You all right, man? You all right? You all right? Yeah. What's up, Murphy? He said, hello. What's up, Murphy? So good to see you in the house today. Riding the train, Bobby. Coming to y'all a little bit late. But I told you I had to take Lisa to the hospital, and then she came back on the track. Now she got to go back and get a prescription. Anyway, we here. Ride train, who we got? Terry, Philippine. Rayman coming. Rayman coming. Rayman. Thank you so much, Rayman, for the donation to the nation. More blessings. Thank you so much, my brother from another mother. You said toot. Everybody hit the like button one time. 1, 2, 3. Chichipaya. Can you hit the like button, please? Hit the like button, y'all. Come on, let's go together. 1, 2, 3. Chichipaya. 1, 2, 3. Chichipaya. 1, 2, 3. Hit the like button, man. Let's go. Thanks so much for the donation to the nation. We're gonna do this dance. We're gonna do a dance for Terry Fleming for thanking him for being such a good subscriber. He's the best subscriber we got. He has given us more than even the members so far. So we're gonna thank him real good. I need a dancer. I need a dancer. I need a dancer. Let's go dance. Don't run from me. Don't run from me, Michael. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin.
Thank you so much, Terry Flynn, for the donation to the nation. More blessings, much love. Thank you so much, my brother from another. Hey, I appreciate the donation, Terry Fleming, one of the most dedicated individuals on the train today. Terry Fleming has a girlfriend. Terry Fleming got a new girlfriend, y'all. And next thing I know, I said, Terry, don't go to the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Please don't do it. Next thing I know, Lee said, come here. I said, what you want? I'm busy. He said, come here. I said, what? She showed me Terry Fleming was on Facebook, and he said he was at the Marriott. Slow your roll, my brother. Slow your roll. Terry Fleming, I love him, my man. But I said, tell you, man, you hit that two spot today, Terry. Why you had to hit that two spot, man? Why you had to? Number two, John Walter. Got to see you right, Train. Who we got? Terry. He said, congrats, man. You did it right, Ty Armstrong. Got to say, got to give you the prop. Ryan Train, who we got? Edwin Kirkland. What's up, Captain Kirk? He said, evening from the Bronx. Cool, your Bobby and out there, Lisa. Hey, good evening to you, man. I've been in the Bronx, and you from the New York City, man. Bronx is a nice place, but it's old, it's dirt. I don't like New York. I have people in the Bronx. I have people in Queens and in Harlem area. And out of all the places I like the most, believe it or not, it's Harlem because they sell a lot of cheap stuff there, but it's good. Let's go, Ron James. Who we got? Terry, he said, tap that thing. Everybody hit the like button for one time. 1, 2, 3. Chicha pie out. 1, 2, 3. Chicha pie. Can you hit the like button, please? Let's go. Ron James, who we got? Terry, Edwin Kirkland. He said, nope. God and Jesus of Nazareth is the man. Myself, Queen Bobby. I'm just me. There you go. Jesus is everything. And if you don't know that by now, you better ask somebody. Jesus is the reason you and I are here. Okay? Ain't nothing but the Lord. That's it. Round the train, Bobby, who we got? Hello, Murphy Hayes. Hello, fam. What's up? What's up? Y'all good? Y'all good? Round the train, who we got? Edwin Kirk. He said, there's absolutely nothing like a Filipino woman, period. Yeah, I agree. There is nothing like a Filipina in many of the minds of many men. Maybe just you and me, you know, maybe but others out there too. But got to keep it real, okay? Let's keep it real. Let's be honest that there are other women good too. I mean, I think the Philippines has a little bit more elevation, a little bit better, but there are other women that are just as good. We want to slight all women who are just for one woman type of woman, one race of woman. That would be discriminated. That would be wrong. There are women out there in the United States and all over the world that are good in certain things, but they're not. All of them are not bad. And so we need to get that concept that there are some. I believe that you're correct. I believe that Filipina has a step above, cut above most of them. All right. It's still how they're raised, but there's some good ones out there in other places as well. Okay, let's go right here. Who we got? Murphy Hayes, everybody. What's up, man? You doing good? Good to see you, Ryan Chain, my brother. Ryan Chain, who we got? Murphy, thanks to Elder Surfer. What's up, Sir Terry, Don Juan? Hey, man, his name is Terry Rain Man Casanova. He's over. All that Don Juan, you know, he got a lady, man. Hey, you know what happens? You say when you get the lady, man, you change. Your life changed. How you view things in life change, your perspective changes, and you get a whole new look on life when you know that you got somebody in your corner and you have somebody that cares for you, you cares for them, and it makes a big difference in your life. You know, that's why Terry Freeman don't be on the show all the time. You got to talk with his lady. Let's go. Terry, Brown Chain, who we got? Murphy Hayes, in my interpretation, is Miss Woman is a woman who has her power under control. There you go. That's a very good idea, Miss. That's a very good idea, Murphy. Yeah, women have power, men have power, but she controls her power by understanding who she is, where she is, and what she's about, and what her role. This is important, ladies and gentlemen. What her role in the family is about. Okay, when a woman knows her role and she follows it to a T, you're not going to have a whole lot of problem for that woman. And when you know your role in the family and you follow it to T, she not going to have a lot of problems like you. And then when both of you are totally submissive to the Most High God, you're going to be all right. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, see One Nation under the with love. Who we got? Murphy. He said, and a leader is a man who has authority under control. Yeah, you can't. When you become a leader, you have a certain amount of power and authority. You have to control it because you go crazy. Like somebody we just know that that came out of, you know, you go crazy with it. You don't want to let the stuff go. You want to turn it off, turn it document. You know, you go crazy with it. I'm still the king. I'm still. No, you're not, mister. Turn in the documents. Anyway, let's go. All right, Round Chain, who we got? Robert B. What's up, man? You all right? Good as everybody. It's Robert, the Bible love. You got to serve. You got to serve somebody. Serve your will, and she will love you for life. Yes, it man. You serve your woman, and she will serve you. A leader, and I neglected to say this when I talked about leaders earlier. A leader, one of the best leaders you can get is a servant leader. Okay, he serves as well as leading people that he serves. That's the best kind of leader. Jesus was a servant leader. Okay, he came here to serve us, and then he led us away from sin. Okay, servant leaderhood, servanthood. Let's go, Ron J. Who we got? Crook Mark. He said, "What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Crook? What's going on, Bobby? Hey man, we blessed and highly flavored in the favor of the Most High God. Good to see you, Crook, in the house. Ron Chain, who we got? Crook boy. He said, "What to do, love Chain? Hey man, we doing good, man. You know how we do." All right, everybody, we got smooth. Say, you know, good. What's up, good people? You all right? You all right? Yeah, we doing good, man. Just waiting for you to get on the train, man. Let's go. I'm glad you met us today, smooth, and you didn't hit the 2 spot. Every time you don't hit the 2 spot, you're all right with me. Let's go. Murphy, he said, "Hello, sir, Crook. It'd be good, sir. Hope you are as well." Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got? Smooth. Murphy, he said, "Hello, Smooth. What's up, man? You good? So good to see you hitting the train today, man. Not that 2 spot." Ryan Train, who we got? Smooth. He said, "I used to be cook. I used to be a cook. I don't mind cooking for my lady." Okay. That's a good trait to have. I used to be a cook myself. I did. I understand. You have to be, and if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. Because it get hot in the kitchen, man. That's one thing. But I did it because when I was going to school, I had to have a job. I was working full time and I had to have a full time job. I did my cooking at night. I went to school during the day. So got something. I had money to pay the bill, and I had one student loan, man, on my whole college. They get that Pell Grant. I had the Pell Grant. Pell Grant went alone. That's free giver. And then I had one student loan to go. So I had to make up the difference for myself. Nobody gave me no money to go to school. I had to hustle, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I paid my school loan off, you know. So I'm all thankful for the government giving these people the ability to cancel the debt for some of those loans. I'm all for that. I wish they had when I was growing up. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Crook, he said, "Howdy, Murphy. Hey, what's up, man? You good? So good to see you, my brother." Ryan Train, who we got? Murphy said, "A couple who knows how to respect one another will last, and it will be a ride or die relationship." That's it, man. Respect, caring, sharing, communication. All of those elements are combined, mixed up into a successful relationship. Okay, and you know you can get angry with somebody without cussing them out, or if you can't, you got problems. You know, and so when you start calling people out their names, cussing them out, and telling them everything in the world except what they really are, good, loving, caring, that's going to cause problems. You got to know how to talk to people. And the same way, they got to know how to talk to you. And that's part of the problem with the United States women. A lot of them, they like to cuss a man out and call him the N-word and call him the B, and all kind of crazy stuff. That's not the way. You hurt people like that. They say words can't hurt you, sticks and stone will break my bone, but word will never hurt me. That's a big lie. You call me out my name. I know I'm not that. I might not say nothing to you, but it's gonna hurt me. And I'm gonna remember what you said. And the next time you say it, I'm not gonna like it. And it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. And that's gonna cause for bad relationships. Let's go round chain. Who got Murder Hayes said feminists were created by a man and MGTOWs were created by women. Okay. True to a certain extent. Feminists were created by man and MGTOWs were created by. I have to think about that one. MGTOWs are, in my opinion, now everybody got their own understanding of what a MGTOW. MGTOW stands for men going their own way. Okay. In other words, they want separation from the women. They don't want to be dominated by the women because in their minds, men have been dominated by women for many, many years and doing what they say. And that's their idea. That men have been dominated. And feminists said, well, we've been dominated by men. So it's a battle of the sexes going on here. And I'm not going to get in between that. Let's go. Who we got? King Goo Goldara. What's up, man? You good? So I got to say it. What's up? If you're new here today, King Goo, hit that subscribe button for me, man, and the like button and share. Everybody hit the like button one time. 1, 2, 3. Chichapaya. 1, 2, 3. Chichapaya. Hit the like button. Let's go. Round Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. On the Group One Love. Who we got? Burberry. He said, "Hey, King Goo." I'm going to just call you King Goo. Hey, hello, King Goo. What's up, man? You good? King Goo said, "Howdy, Murphy Hayes. How are you, my brother? So good to see you, Round Train." Who we got? SML in the house. He said, "Lisa D dropped that sugar bomb on you." Yeah, man. Lisa D got me all wrapped up. Got me going around in circles, man. I can't think nothing else but my Lisa D. When it come to a woman, she's the only one I got on my mind, man. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? That's my life. That's my baby. That's you call it, man. Because you know what? She the only woman that make me feel like I really need to feel. like a real man. You know what I'm saying? She the only woman that make me feel good inside. You know what I'm saying? I told her the other day, and when I got up, I said, your sweetness is my weakness. And that's the truth. Let's go. Who we got? King Ooh. He said, that was sweet. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. That's how you got to talk to your lady, man. You know, every day I tell something, even if I'm angry, I'll say, I still love you. And I'm still mad. I'm mad with you, but I still love you. That's what you gotta do. That's how you keep your fire burning. You never let your fire go out. Ron James, who we got? Smooth. He said, America and another NATO members are telling African countries to stop buying Russian oil, or they will stop giving help to the most poorest nation there, such as food and medical help. Okay. My opinion on that is that I believe NATO is doing its job. Okay, North American treaty nations, organizations, and anything that goes against NATO, and NATO is pumping a lot of money into African countries. You know, I think they have perfect right to say so. You know, I'm sorry if you think they don't. I do. I think they have a right to say so. They're pumping a ton of money into African nations, and African nations are buying oil from the country we have put sanctions on. Do you think that's right? And we're pumping money. We're giving them aid constantly. No, they have to make some changes. Yeah, if they want to continue to get money from us, you know, and I'm not just African nations are doing it. Arab nations are doing it as well. Iran, a lot of other nations are doing it. So it's just not African nations involved here. India is also buying oil from Russia. Yeah? So just not don't point it just to the African. And we give India a lot of money, a lot of supplement help and money. Okay, so it's just not Africa, my brother. It's other nations as well, and we need to put the pressure on it. Look here. You want me to continue to help you? Then you gotta help us. We're trying to get this war resolved, and you keep buying tons and tons of cheap oil from Russia. And so you want to continue to help you? Got to make some changes. That's what I say. Let's go around, Jane. Who we got? Smooth. He said, food for thought. Most African nations buy their oil from other African nations. Some do, some don't. Some buy it from Russia. Okay, some do buy it from Russia. Some buy it from African nations as well. Nigeria is a huge. I think it's Nigeria. Nigeria, I believe. Check me on this. They're huge exporter of oil, and in fact, yeah, it's Nigeria. Nigeria actually came to this country, to the Philippines. Their Nigerian ambassador came here about 4 months ago, and he said, we want to help you get oil. We have a lot of it, and we want to come in an agreement with the Philippines and help them get oil, because the Philippines is an oilless country. They have about 2 or 3 oil wells around here. It's not much, you know, but many believe that the Philippines has oil in the West Philippine Sea. That's why China's in there. They want to try to get that oil. So yeah, there's other countries as well. Ron Jane, who we got? Murphy Hayes, he said, Jesus is Lord of all, and we submit ourselves to Jesus as Lord of our relationship. We will flourish. Put him in his place as Lord. Well, yeah, when you and your wife or your girlfriend or your fiance are submissive to the Most High God, your relationship will flourish, because you're going to follow the principles of God, and you're going to follow what's in the Bible. And more importantly, if you have a true, real relationship with him, he's inside of you. Okay, he tells you what to do. It's called the Holy Spirit. He speaks to you. He walks with you. He talks with you. Okay, that's the Holy Spirit, and he will give you the right incentive to do right. And when you don't do wrong, the Holy Spirit will say, "You was wrong. You was wrong. You was wrong." A little small voice be talking to you. Say, "You need to get this right. Stop doing wrong. You need to get this right," and then you start doing right. Let's go, Ron James. Who we got? King Goo, what's up? He said, these women are not submitting, but are compromising. True. The ones that's scammer, they ain't nothing but they compromise to get their money. Whatever you say, I want you to shine my shoe. Yes, sir. Because they know you're going to give them some money. Y'all, scammers will do anything, man. They'll scam you to get your money. Now, if you have a good Filipino, they won't be compromising, because they know you love. They do what they do they do what they do for you in love. Okay, that is the key. When you have a good woman, it's not about do this and get that, do this and get that. No, they do whether they get something or not, because love gives and it keeps on giving. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Smooth. He said 4 girls look like Lisa D. Number four. Okay. He said number 4 looks like Lisa. Let me see. I'm gonna go back up here and see. Let me see number 4. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'll go back there. Number 4, where you at? That is Lisa D. Y'all didn't know that. Murphy ain't know that. He playing y'all. Yeah, that's Lisa D. I put it in there. I put it in there. Yeah, cause see, it's about love, man. Yeah. Don't assume all Filipinos are submissive. The future. You see what she got on that shirt, y'all? The future is what? Female. That's how these young Filipinos do now. They're not that submissive anymore like they used to be back in the day. So y'all guys out there, well, I can give me a Filipino because they submissive and stop the lie, mister. You need to get yourself educated. Stop living in the lie. You go in there and believe that every Filipino is submissive, you're going to be in a big problem. You hook up with one because you're going to find out the truth. And I told y'all the other day, I said the truth hurts. The truth hurts sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Hurts hard. It's like a slap in the face. Yeah. And then sometimes the truth make you want to cry because you didn't take heed to it. Let's go. Smooth. He said, me, I love tough women that will stand up to a pack of dogs. You like them rough women. Okay. I tell you how I like my women, man. I don't like these girly girl women. I don't like that. I'm a girl. They can't do nothing. All they want to do is do their nails all day. They can't cook no food. You know what I'm saying? They can't clean the house. You know, and only thing, and then half the time they don't want to even go in the bedroom. Like, what is that? I know that's nasty. What? I don't like no girly girl. I like a woman like this, man. I like her to be feminine, most of all. Okay, feminine. What I mean, what you mean feminine? I mean, act like a girl, walk like a girl, talk like a girl, feel like a girl. When I feel your body, I don't want to feel no muscular on you. I want to feel some softness.
You want to feel bones.
I want to feel some softness, some tenderness. You know what I'm saying? That's warmth. That's what I want. I don't want to feel, and I don't like this girl with all these bulked up. You know the girl that do these muscle stuff and they got to lift all that weight and they got to, no, that turned me off. I want a soft feminine woman, and I want her to be, I don't want to be like this demure. Okay. No, I'm going to have some feistiness in her because I need somebody that can help me when I need somebody to be feisty. I want to know that you can do the job. You know what I'm saying? Let it go, Ryan Chain Bobby. Who we got? Mervyn. Me, I wouldn't want an age gap too big anyway. Okay, let's talk about age gap. I think I had a short age gap one time. Age gap is important to a certain extent, but most important is your heart, how you deal with each other from heart to heart, and how you connect. Now, anytime there is a gap in age, there will always be a generational gap because the generation you was raised in and she was raised in is going to be different. So you're going to have some differences, but you have to come together and work through the differences. That's what makes the age gap smaller and smaller and smaller, because that's how you defeat an age gap. You work through your generational age gap differences and you come together on those things. Whereas when I was raised up, there wasn't a lot of computers, a lot of that. And then when they was raised up, that's all they was raised up with. So they know more of that stuff about me, more than me. But to be honest with you, I'm smart. I be studying. I know just as much about computers, everything modern, just like I was raised in their generation. Because I that's the way I am. So you have to push yourself out of your cubby hole when you have a generation gap. Sometimes you got to go and immerse yourself in their era, so that you can get some and be on the same page with them. And they have to do the same for you. That's how you work that generational stuff up. Let's go, Roger. Who got? Smooth. He said, I don't mind an age gap as long as she understands I suffer from high levels of depression. Sometimes and sometimes I am the one who needs to cry. Okay. That's a good point there, man. You need somebody that's very, very stable. Okay, you need an older woman, to be honest with you. You do not need a woman your age or younger, because they're not going to deal very well with that, because they look for a man to be stable and strong. They the ones won't be crying, not you. That's how they look at it. An older woman has seen it all, been done that, and she can perhaps receive that better than a younger woman. So I would suggest you, my friend, look for somebody a little bit older than you, maybe your age or a plus, because it's going to take a lot of strength to deal with a man that's in a depressive state, and then sometimes they got to cry it out because crying is not a good thing for a man to do. Let me put it like this. Everybody cries, okay, man. And I'm not saying a man can't cry or a man not supposed to cry. I'm not saying I cry sometimes. I don't cry in front of people. I cry when I feel like tearing up and crying. I see you later. I go in the room. I cried out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what men people do. But when a woman sees a man cry, in her mind, that is a form of what? Y'all know the word weakness. Huh? And so you don't want to come off like that as much as you can. So you probably need a stronger woman. Most of the women that are older, some of them is weak as water, but most of the women that are older, more mature, can deal with a situation like that. Ryan J, who we got? Smooth. He said, hello, hey, what's up, man? You good? You good? So I gotta say, he said, perfect. Hey, he said, I went from dishwasher to cook in 5 minutes. Then the more we back to dishwasher 5 minutes. You couldn't cook, man. I mean, you couldn't cook a lick. You had to learn. Hey, man, when I signed on, they had to sign out for a washer. Okay, so I did the opposite. I signed in to be a washer, but he needed a cook. So he said, come on, man. I'm gonna put you in front. I said, front, sir? I said, I'm put you in front. And then he taught me how to cook. And I got a raise because I was doing dishes. He got me out of raise. I got a raise. I was like, thank you. But it was hot in that kitchen, man. I couldn't stand cooking. But I did it. I was good at it. You know why I was good at it? Because I needed the money. Every time I do something, if I commit to doing something, I'm gonna do the best I can, or I won't do it. So I got good at it. And when people coming to the restaurant, Bobby on duty, what about? They always want me to cook for them. But nowadays, I don't want to cook nothing. I don't like cooking, man. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Smooth sound. He said, King, did you get that name from the last 3-headed monster? No, you did not say that. No, Smooth Sound did not say that. He said, King the daughter, did you get that name from the 3-headed monster that Godzilla beat up? Come on, Smooth, don't insult the man now. He knew on the show. He won't come back now. You done messed the man. Come on, man, leave King Goo alone. Oh Lord, King Goo, please excuse him. He don't know what he know not what he say. Smooth, he said, I want a dishwasher way, man. You gotta start from someplace. You gotta do something. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, you gotta make money, right? You didn't go out and rob nobody, steal, right? So you do the right thing. The right thing work. My mama taught me a long way. She said, anything you want, son? She said, work for it. Don't go out there and hit nobody head, steal nothing. If you want, when I first moved in her house, because I came after my mother passed away, she said, I'm gonna give you the rules around here. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, if you want something around here, don't steal. Ask me. If you don't ask me and you take something of mine, I'm gonna put you out. I'm so your scared fan, but I was never that kind anyway. But she laid the law down to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go around here. Who we got? Murray said I had a female bodybuilder hit on me. She looked good, but her arms were the size of mine. So I wasn't much too impressed. I understand, man. I don't like women.
She was a wrestler.
She was a big arm woman. She had more muscle than him. But I don't. Those kind of women don't turn me on, man. They just don't do nothing for me because I feel like I'm dealing with a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with a man. So you bigger than me. You got bigger. Oh, get away. Who we got? Ryan J. Bobby D. One Nation. He said, moves. He said, I'm a salad maker before cook. Okay. Salad maker. I don't know. Okay. I just started out cooking. They didn't make me no salad. I was washing dishes and he put me in the front. So I was happy he did because I made money. All right, guys, it's been real. It's been real. It's been real. We got to go. We got to go. Be back with y'all hopefully the rest of this week. I'm going to do it right, tight, long, and strong. Keep you on some very interesting topics. I want to talk to you about another topic that's closely associated with this topic. I want to give it away because I want to keep your level of curiosity high so you can come back and get some more. I'm going to bring it right, man. I'm bring it strong and I'm gonna bring it along. Again, I want to thank all my members today. Thank you, Murphy A, for your contribution, man. I'm getting another list up. I haven't done it yet. I'm still working on it with most frequent surprise subscribers that I celebrate. I'm gonna celebrate you just like I celebrate my members on this train because everybody give to the show. It's a blessing for you all to give, and it's a blessing for us to receive. So thank you so much. All right, that's it for now. We'll see y'all on the backside of Myers, BobbieD, and these saying take care. God bless and peace.